Yeah, this is just only for a test run. Just to see, well, because I did technically remove save files. Like, I only did that to make sure, like, I didn't accidentally technically broke it. Let's see. Just to read this. No. Hello there, manager. Oops. This is what... Oh no, I have to read this. Uh-oh. Okay, just to use this to cheat. The previous message is, hello, manager. Welcome to the Lobotomy Corporation. Starting today, you are responsible for managing the abnormalities. We have an ensuring that we will meet the daily energy quotas. You could move the camera with the WS keys on your keyboard. You can also press and hold the secondary mouse button RMB to drag the mouse. You can zoom the screen in and out with the F and G keys on your keyboard, and scroll the wheel on the mouse can be used. Oh, I saw this cat's just choosing the worst time. I'm like, oh, it never works out with me. Cats get very active at night. Yeah, it's like the most quiet hours. Yet the cats are least active at day, but the kids are active and they make a lot of noise. It's like, ugh. Like, I cannot find the perfect time. Alright, you could zoom the screen in and out. F and G on the keyboard. Scroll wheel on the mouse can be used as... Let's try a simple maneuver. Hover your mouse over an agent. Some information about him will be shown in top right corner. Please select an agent by pressing the primary mouse button, the left mouse button. Oh. Well done! The information display in the general panels is related to a selected agent. Some of this information is vital, such as their status and EGO equipment. Please view in the section of the manager manual titled The Agent for more detailed about this information means. This bar on the top left of the screen displays the amount of energy you need to collect to end of the day. The top right lists what mission you're able to attempt today. Our company produce energy when a product called passive Ekeplin PE, a green box, is relayed by abnormality, and an abnormality generates PE boxes. While it's being worked on, please click on the containment unit holding an abnormality with a primary mouse button. Since you have yet to unlock information about this abnormality, you have no way of knowing how it responds to 4 different work types. In order to learn the information, an agent will need to perform a work with it. For now, please select the first work type available, instinct work. Instinct work let's see. Oh god, they're using words I'm not familiar with. Um, let's just replace it with instinct work satisfies an abnormalities, physical needs and desire. When an agent conducts an instinct work, their fortitude will increase at the end of the day, raising their health points, HP. Now, click on the agent. Each time you request an agent to perform with an abnormality, will have a different work result. The success rate each work will also vary between abnormality. If your employees is not mentally ready, abnormalities may appear more frightening or disturbing to them. As such, they may receive fear damage when encountering an abnormality, which will lower their sanity points, SP. An employee of lower grade will take more fear damage from encounter of abnormality of higher risk level. Abnormalities release a cation when agents work with them. We collect this into what we call boxes, depending on how the agents perform during the work process. An abnormality will either respond positively or negatively. When it reacts positively, it will release positive cation, which produces a green PE box. However, if a abnormality reacts negatively, it will release negative cation instead and damage the agent. Please keep in mind that when an agent's agent HP or SP drops completely, the work process will be forcibly terminated. Seem like the right people. However, abnormality an abnormality mood might change depending on the outcome of the work done with it. This outcome can be predicted based on the amount of PE boxes we attain during the work process. An abnormality typically has 3 states of response: good, neutral, and bad. Depending on the outcome, may use a special ability or attempt to escape. When the work process is complete, the PE boxes are collected, and in addition to the PE boxes that are counted towards the energy data quota, each abnormality also produces a set of PE boxes unique to them. These PE boxes are stored and shown in the abnormality's unique PE box counter. These can be used to unlock more of an abnormality's information or extract EGO equipment. After the work has been completed with the abnormality, you cannot send another agent work for it a short period of time until you work with it. You can work with it again. You could send your agent to work with other abnormalities or let them heal up in the main room. Whenever the department regenerator gauge fills completely, the employee in the main room will be healed. This will restore both their health, HP, and sanity, SP. Let's order the agent to work with a new method. First, check on the agent with primary mouse button. Now use the secondary button on the containment unit. Please be aware, you could accidentally deselect the agent during that process. We don't know much about this abnormality, so please order the agent to perform insight work with it. Insight work is to improve living conditions, ensuring containment units are in optimal condition. When an agent performs insight work, their prudence will increase at the end of the day, raising their sanity points, SP. on. Just circle. Seems like the right people. Circle around. Complete. Oh, wait. The thing is in around. Very separately soon. Well. You collected a sufficient amount of this automatic PE boxes. It's time to learn about authorization. Please press the name pad and display at the top of the containment unit. At the moment, it is displayed the subject number instead of the name. After unlocking the automatic's basic information, the name will be displayed instead. This display current information we have on Animality, as you see, we still have little knowledge of it, as more of it locked away. You need to spend unique PE boxes we collected from the Animality to gain specific information. Please unlock the basic information about the Animality now. Details and tips concerning about the management of the Animality are displayed here. If something the Animality dislikes, it can result of a decrease of a tough counter and causes a problem with the rest of our energy production. Please be sure to unlock and read the Animality Encyclopedia thoroughly. Now, try this information. How the Animality reacts to different work types he displayed. The greater the preference for the work type, the more successful the work process will be. The type of, the number of left indicate the virtual level on the agent needs to perform that level of work. Please unlock the information right now. High. Very high. Common. When repressive work with form of standard pre-numbing rabbit continuing on the area that shows the maximum quantile counter of the Animality, it will inform you on whatever the Animality is capable of escaping as well as damaging resist. Knowing this, what an Animality weak to is crucial handling the escape situation. Try to unlock the information now. Oh wait, I just realized double audio. Okay, good thing I'm testing. Well, because, I would assume that they would use separate sound, but no, actually. Which kind of means, does that mean like technically Limbus Company is built off of Lobotomy Corporation a bit? Or is it just different reasoning? I don't know. Continuing on, this one area shows the maximum quantile counter of the Animality, informs you of whatever the cave of escaping. Did I read this or? What did? You have maximized the observant level of this Animality. When fully unlock the section of this encyclopedia, the aberration level of the Animality will increase. This will provide additional benefits working with the Animality, such as increased work speed or success rate. Once an authorization level reaches at a certain point, the extraction and production of EGO equipment from the abnormality will become available at the cost of its unique PE boxes. EGO EGO weapons are powerful tools that can help with suppression of abnormality. Please extract one. EGO suits offer increased resistance to certain types of damage. Inversely, some form of damage may cause greater wound depending on the EGO suit is in use. Please extract one now. Well done, manager. Here you can view what EGO gift the abnormality may present to an agent. If this information is unlocked, each time an agent finishes a work process with an abnormality, they will have possibility receive an EGO gift display here. Please note that the chances that occur tends to be rather slim. Lastly, let's take a look at the abnormality's authorization records. Please click on the text. Abnormality story. In the section of the encyclopedia, you can read through the authorization of the records of the abnormality. New lines will be added to your authorization level. Now, then, it seems reviewing everything. Please exit the window by clicking on close switch. Let's first read this because it's technically an abnormality shape of a training dummy used to train up an upcoming managers. Rumors it has an abnormality. This abnormality was chosen to be used for training as its most docile and tame of any we have extracted. It's called a training dummy rabbit, but it doesn't seem to enjoy carrots. It likes people. If it escapes, it is just merely following employees as they leave its containment unit. Now you unlock the basic information, some of the display of the top of the containment unit. Furthermore, as we unlock the list of favorite works, we now know what the abnormality prefers. Attachment work. Try ordering an agent to perform attachment work. Please click on the abnormality containment unit. Additional parts of the information are displayed in this window as well, which is useful to the new manager. Why don't you try ordering an agent to perform attachment work? Seeing as you learn the preference for attachment work, the success rate of the agent will have, and the amount of time it needs to perform work displayed. You can also see various details of the agent mousing over them. This will allow you to make mindful decisions when giving out orders. Please select an agent to do work. There's one last thing I should warn you about. Each time an agent enters a containment unit to work, an abnormality or quite-off meltdown gauge will fill in by one tick. When it feels completely quite-off meltdown will occur thoroughly the facility. The number on the right part of the gauge indicates a number of containment units that will be affected. Affected containment units will receive a meltdown alarm and will have an alert around them. When a quite-off meltdown occurs, a containment unit will have a timer display along the alarm. Meltdown can resolve by performing... Let's see. Hold on. Okay, let me finish. Okay, when a quite fault meltdown occurs, the continuing unit has a timer display among the unit top of the timer. Will slowly drop until reach 0. However, if the abnormality was already worked on, with the moments of the quiet timer, the timer will be paused until the work process is finished. The meltdown can be resolved with performing work with abnormalities with whose containment units are affected. If the meltdown is not dismissed within the time limit, a portion of the energy that we collected will be lost, and the quiet counter of the unit will be immediately dropped to 0. Please try to preventing this happening. You'll find more detailed information about this in the work count penalties section of the manager manual. Each time the quiet off management, the higher the meltdown, meltdown, there will also be the possibility or data's metaspec pressing if knowing. Please go. Oh, I believe that covers everything you need to begin managing and now. Any desire to read any more about it, I would highly suggest. I would highly recommend. Please look at the menu, and the manual can consult at any time during the management process by pressing F1. Now then, shall we finish the workday? All you need to do is press the button on top. After completing the work day, any agent who has performed a work day will have their status value increase according to the work type they perform. After these values pass a certain point, their corresponding virtual stat level will increase. The agent levels can be increased if your virtue is high enough. Those who achieve this are promoted and will be shown below the list. You will also receive Lob as a reward for your hard work according to your management ranking. You can ensure a higher rank by keeping more of agents alive at the end of the day. The higher ranking, the more Lob you will receive. However, if there's any abnormalities loose when you choose to complete the workday, you will lose some of the Lob you will otherwise have earned. What you have otherwise earned. You can view the missions you managed to successfully complete throughout the day here. Anytime a mission's cleared, you will be able to conduct a research in the department where it came from the next day. Once the message is fulfilled, next day or the current day, the data agents and the lost EGO will be recovered. If you try to retry, you decide to retry. However, once the management has been finished, you can elect to advance to the next day or retry the current day. Dead agents and lost EGO can be recovered if you decide to retry. However, you will also lose any abnormality authorization PE boxes and extracted EGO equipment and promotions earned if you begin a day anew. Finally, please click on the button to skip to the next day. From there, I will instruct you to the department. Yes. When a mission's complete, when a mission's successfully completed, you will be able to conduct a research project. Proposal for the department. Various research are displayed as at the start of the day during the department. Try to select a research project. Click and drag to the open slot at the lower right and then proceed to confirm your choices. Please do it with example summon go normally. The research process activates summon go and damage will temporarily. These will confirm. Do you recall how you were rewarded lob for your skills during management? You can see on the total amount of lob you have earned here, and like total amount of lob you garnered here. For this part of my instructions, I will show you how to spend some of your lob to hire new employees and how to deploy them. Let's begin hiring some new employees. Try pressing the hire button. You can view the information and appearance of your soon-to-be new hired. You can adjust their virtues by clicking the arrows next to them each one. If, for example, you desire to hire an agent with more HP, you could increase her to... Let's try that. As you increase the level of virtue of the employee before hiring them, the amount of lob required increases as well. The higher the value, the more the lob will cost. You need to consider thoroughly how much lob you're willing to spend on one agent. How much you will have afterwards before finalizing your decision. Once you're finishing adjusting your new agent to the way you want it, you can press hire button again to finalize the procedure. Please do it now. The agent you were customizing has been hired. How about we take a look at their information again? Click on the agent. Just as you view their information during the management, the information about your agent will be displayed here, just as the same. If you think your agent could utilize some strengthening in one of its virtues, you could do it by fortifying them. Please click on Strengthen Employee button. Exactly as we adjusted the virtue during hiring, you can adjust them by pressing the arrows next to each one. Please remember that, as started prior, it will cost an additional lob point to do so. Try augmenting prudence by 1 level. Now, to finish the fortification, please press confirm. It seems the new employee is ready to be deployed. Let's do so by clicking and dragging the agent with the primary mouse over to the control team. Well done! Now give it some equipment. If you recall, we extracted some EGO equipment from the abnormality yesterday. We can give it to our employees to view it. Please press the EGO button list. Currently displayed the list of available EGOs. Their information now. Click on one of your agents in the list of to select them. Now assign the EGO weapon to your agents by clicking one empty slot. One of the empty slots. Continuing on, let's take a look at the available EGO suits. Please click on the EGO suit tab. Just as before, you can assign EGO suits to one of your employees on the empty slot. Please take a moment of it to test equipping other employees with both the EGO suits. Oh, you didn't tell me there's spares. Excellent work. We should head back to the deployment screen. Please exit the list. It appears a mission's awaiting for you today. It's not necessary to clear every mission you have immediately, but it's recommended to handle them as soon as possible. Handle them soon that you can able to conduct research the following day. One last thing, if you have any further questions involving management process or deployment, you can always review the manual by clicking on the top of the menu. The menu can also be opened at any time with F1 key. Next, I will briefly explain how to deal with emergency situations that arise while you're managing abnormalities. When you're ready, please begin the next day of management. Ugh. Allow me to explain how to manage your... Allow me to explain how a manager should deal with emergency situations. The number of display here is the qualify counter. It will decrease if you happen to violate the managing guidelines shown on the abnormality. Executia or fail to avert the qualify meltdown in time. So, now you must be wondering what happens when a qualify counter drops to 0? No? Shall we find out? Please select the containment unit, order an agent to perform repression work. Who is... Repress him. Sanitary likes people. I don't know, that looks like a great success. Bong! Bong bong! Wait, what? That's a green bong bong. Manager! Standard trainer Lobotomy has broken out. Can you dispatch some of the agents to deal with? When an abnormality qualify counter reaches 0, they will either escape or use a special ability. Such things could lead to a rather inconvenient situation. This abnormality in particular happens to escape. Our agents cannot work while it's escaping, so we need to suppress it. Please click on the escape abnormality. Abnormalities have 4 different damage types. Red, which decreases HP. White, which decreases sanity. Black, which decreases both HP and SP. Pale, which decreases HP by a percentage based on the target's maximum HP. Agents with EGO can utilize those 4 damage types. Furthermore, abnormalities have a set of defense for these damage types. So, like, some form of the attack may be weak, while others could be fatal. You can suppress an abnormality more effectively when your agents attack during a damage type abnormality is weak against. This abnormality deals red damage, and it is weak to white damage. How convenient that our agents are all equipped with EGO suits with red resist and EGO that deals white damage. One thing is, if an agent is using an EGO weapon, those grade who is higher than the abnormality risk level, EGO, EG, Tef greater than Zane, they will deal more damage to the abnormality and take less as well. In our current situation, the EGO grade and abnormality risk are the same, like abnormality risk levels are the same. TEF equals TEF, so it does not apply. When the suppression UI is displayed, you can also take note of each EGO the employee has equipped before sending them to combat. Hovering over your mouse, an agent will also allow it to check on their defenses. Now, please click on an agent to begin suppressing or escaping abnormality. Why am I can't tell if someone turn on the heater or what. It's like, oh, it's getting hot. Coming to face with the abnormality, especially when it's on the loose, can be quite shocking and frightening to your employee. Just like when an agent enters the containment unit, they may receive fear damage. If the risk level of the abnormality is high, while the agent's level is low, it may cause heavier strain of their mind and a larger portion of their SP. Which, the clerks did not like that. They did not like that at all. Beta 0. Pfft. It appears this abnormality is a bit too strong for one agent to suppress. This is a good time to remind that if an agent dies, the EGO they were assigned will be lost as well. Now let's order the rest of the employees to help the suppression. Suppress this abnormality. Please select the 2 agents by clicking and dragging them with the primary. Let's see. Well, now next, click on the abnormality with the secondary mouse button to immediately order them to suppress it. Be aware that you can accidentally deselect your agent during this process. It's much more safer as well to give orders when you pause. You can pause the flow of time pressing the icon, the lower left, or pressing down the spacebar of your keyboard. They do not like that. It's like, this dummy is scary. Bonk. He bled. You done well handling the situation. Let's move on to our employees back to the main room. Please select them by clicking and dragging them with the primary mouse. When selected, use the secondary mouse button to click on the room. It's important to note that you can also use what you learned and have them wait standby in other locations, such as hallways and other departments. I'm only taking this as the title. It's just for testing. No, I know what it does. What? What's that rumbling? Excuse me. What? I saw my dead colleagues yesterday. Just find the coffin. Oh, wait, what? I might visit him soon again. The scary part of this game that makes kind of like, well, honestly, Limbus Company sanity kind of a joke. When an employee's sanity SP falls to 0, they will panic. A panic employee will show different behaviors depending on their highest virtue. If you learn more about this, please refer to the section to employee panic in the manager manual. Now please click on the panicking employee with the primary mouse button. Agents can be recovered from their panic when their SP is completely let's see. Agents can be recovered from their panic when their SP is restored completely to 100% SP. Like SP can be restored with white damage or black EGO weapons conveniently. All of our current agents equipped with EGO that deals white damage. Please select all the agents to order to suppress the panic employee. I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna do it! No one's gonna stop me! I'm gonna do it! Calm down, man. Ow! Stop it! Ow! Stop it! Ow! Stop it! Ow! Stop it! I'll do it! I feel better, man. That was excellent. Truly well done. If you ever fall into a situation you would wish to redo, such as turning back in time to avoid the death of an agent, you can try do so by pressing escape and pressing rewind to memory recipient button, or by clicking retry. When you choose a memory recipient, you will go back to the most recent imprint day. Retry, on the other hand, you will restart at back of the day of the current deployment. Lastly, let's call all of our agents back to the main room to their apartment. You could, of course, do this by selecting them and manually moving them the second mouse. However, there's also even easier matter. Next to the regeneration gauge, there's a recall button. You can press the button to summon all your agents back to your respective home department. Try doing so. I don't know what that was about. That. This concludes our basic training and education. If any questions or concerns cross your mind while on the job, you can always refer to this by pressing F1 or open it from the escape menu. Lastly, there will be tooltips that will appear if you mouse over the various interface. Wait a moment and I will wish you luck. Lasting health at the Lobotomy Corporation manager. And that is the tutorial right here. Of course, since this is episode 0, I'm not gonna play any further. Also, yeah, honest, I need to figure out. Oops. Because I want to make selecting things easier, especially not have. Okay, at least it's not going to immediately do that. Anyway, whoever's watching, thank you for watching for this brief testing thing. Whatever, and eventually when the actual gameplay happens, I will suffer. Probably. Let's see, also just check. Okay, most of the displays kinda normal. Well, besides the bottom bit. Kinda wish there's a way to trim down. Trim down these things. Purposely make these a little thinner. But for now, anyway. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I bid you farewell. And hopefully, eventually, to the actual